Hello my friends and welcome to part 52 of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Let's Play series. So to start off with, in today's episode I'll be going through the two ending scenarios for Chosen by the World Legacy. Okay, so for this scenario I get the field spell, which you should already know what it does because it was showcased in a few of those loner duels. But here it is if you want to read through it one last time. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty good. Once again, gives all World Chalice monsters on the field a little boost, as well as kind of acting as a reborn for like destruction by like really pretty much any method by your opponent. But they need to go to the grave too. If they're like destroy and then banish, it doesn't reborn anything. Its effect doesn't activate. Yeah. Oh wait, no, actually, sorry, I'm wrong. No, it does still activate if it's like destroyed and banished. So that's pretty good. Okay, but you actually need to have a World Chalice monster in your graveyard in order to do it. And can you target? Yeah, so I think if it's if it is sent to the graveyard, you can target that same monster if it was sent to destroy and sent to the graveyard. So yeah, so you can even target itself in a lot of circumstances. So that's cool. Anyway, okay, to protect humankind. Accepting Lee's earnest wishes, Aram and the group promised to help her. Accompanied by Lee, the group set off to return to the village, but they encountered several Krawlers who blocked their way. Aram, Nagirsu, and Imduk stood before the Krawlers, with their new strength coursing through their bodies. As they stood between the monsters and what they set out to protect, tension hung heavy in the air. A cold sweat dripped from Aram's chin and dampened the forest soil. As the great tension crescendoed, the party suddenly seized upon their foes, lunging toward the exoskeletons of the Krawlers. Finally, they're getting into that kind of part. Aram's sword cleaved the enemies with ease, Ningirsu's lance pierced nimbly, and Imduk's claws teared ferociously at their metal hides. The battle was over almost as quickly as it had started. The power of the World Chalice that Lee had granted them was much greater than expected. They couldn't conceal their surprise at the World Chalice's great power that now dwelled in their bodies. According to Lee, there are 6 more world legacies in the world, with equal power to the World Chalice. If they were to be recovered, it would be possible not only to destroy the Krawlers, but to destroy the Mech Knights who ruled the world. Now they're bringing the Mech Knights too. This information provided a great ray of hope for the village people who've lived so long in the gloomy forest. Following Lee's words and the guidance of the World Chalice, the young folks of the Forest of the Stars set on a journey to seek the next world legacy. Okay, so there's the start. So there's that scenario part, ending scenario part 1, and here's ending scenario part 2. And what you get for this is World Legacy's Heart. So a little snippet in the ending of that duel with the whole like normal monster fiasco, like where like I was trying to win, but like I kept like getting my monsters destroyed, and then I ran out of stuff, and then eventually I won because my opponent basically put out a link monster with like too low of attack, brought out Imduck, putting it into attack, and I was able to beat over it and kill him via life point damage. So he was using Legacy's Heart to try to protect his Imduck, but because since it was linked, he can banish his card to protect the Imduck, and so it was linked, so he was able to protect it, but he still took damage, so he lost because of the damage. Yeah, he could have easily decked me out if he had just like stayed defensive, but I guess like the AI doesn't know how to like just stay in the defensive, so like he thought like I'm gonna go offensive, but he didn't really have anything to go offensive with, and so he had to bring out a really low attack monster that was like probably his best monster that he had left, really. Yeah, that was enough. Anyway, so yeah, so and then also, oh yeah, and I did play this like one time. I think in that in the very first duel where I was playing the loner deck, the very first loner deck duel, I think I did play this. It allows you to add two World Chalice monsters with different names from your graveyard to your hand, which is good because your World Chalice Link monsters need them to be in your hand or to be able to special summon from the hand when they leave the field by any means. So yeah, this is a pretty good card, I would say, for the deck. And I get 3 of them, so that's pretty nice. I get a full playset. Probably not gonna be playing the deck, but hey, it's there. And so began the journey of Aram and the party in search of the world legacy. Although the party was on a mission to save the world, as their first time in the outside world, everything they saw and heard felt fresh and vivid. No matter how many Krawlers would appear, Aram and his friends would fight them off, and they did so for several days. How long must they have walked with Lee as a guide, and the World Chalice as a beacon? A humid wind caressed their cheeks. Before the party lay a vast swamp. A great artifact was submerged in the muddy expanse, the giant armor lying in the bog. Was one of the express purposes of this trip the world legacy known as the world armor? However, they found more than just the world armor there. Not only on the surface of the armor, but also on the inside, dark figures squirmed. Like ants on the corpse of a dead insect, Krawlers swarmed on the world armor. Their number was countless. From a red monocular emanated a bizarre light that filled the party's field of vision. The horrific sound, the Krawlers' metal hides scraping against each other, united into a thunderous cacophony, as if the earth were shaking. Standing before the 3 were superior specimens possessing power far greater than the Krawlers that had crossed their path previously. Witnessing an overwhelming sight, the party decided it was reckless to try to break through from the front. On Lee's suggestion, the 3 friends dared not engage, and instead headed for the world armor. And I think I also unlocked the secret pack. World Legacy's hot. No secret pack. No secret pack unlocked there. Wait, do I just not unlock the secret pack for this one? I don't. Oh, no. It's, I got. Oh, those weren't the two ending scenarios. Those were the middle scenarios. This, the goal is the ending scenario. This is the ending scenario. The thing that says goal. Okay. That's where I unlocked the secret pack. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the loner duels first. And then I'm going to go back to do the my deck duels. I think that's the best course to take. So for this one, yeah, because this is also like following the story more. I think then if I were to like backtrack, so I think I'll go this way. And the loner might be like more part of the story, and, or at least you're most likely seeing more of the deck when you play a loner deck, because you're kind of forced to like, because you're probably not winning very fast with a loner deck versus like your own deck. Anyway, so here's what you get for winning this one. So you get another one of the link guys. So I think you got Ib for that last one, and then now you're getting a Ram. So now, so yeah, so that's pretty cool. He's another pretty good World Legacy monster, especially since like he allows you to like tribute off one of your monsters that he points to special summon a different monster from the graveyard. It's pretty nice. Regardless of whether you deal with the Krawler link monster by effect or battle, the effect of special summoning 2 Krawler monsters in the graveyard will be activated. To prevent this, use tactics such as destroying the field spell, World Legacy, and Shadow, and negating the link summon itself. I showed you a lot of Oram already in loner decks, so I don't think I really need to explain much about like what makes him so good. So I'm playing, yeah, and see, like this is following along with the story because I'm playing against Krawler World Legacy, or maybe just simply Krawler. See, and that's following along with stories because, yeah, see, because like it's basically saying the World Legacy sat out and then were ambushed by the Krawlers, and now this is their ambush, and I need to take them out using my World Legacy deck. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon Crown by the World Chalice. It really doesn't matter which one I summon, because I could have summoned Chosen instead and still gotten the same effect, basically. Whatever. And this time I'm definitely gonna summon God Dragon. Now I can go into a Ram. Oh, is Ib just... Or maybe I... Oh, because they're both dragons, that's why. That's why I couldn't summon Ib. Okay, so once again, my Link deck is filled with just the World Chalice. Which I guess, like, better fits the story. Ah, I messed up. I should have... but this is okay. And then I'll special summon Crown by the World Chalice, and I can use a Ram's effect. Tribute off the special summon Imduck. And I mean, I can go into... Maybe I will just go into Ningius. I should go into Ib. Yeah, I'll go into Ib. Use that one. That one. And that's unfortunate, but I'm just gonna end. Yeah, I think this deck is kind of complicated. Well, I mean, it's only complicated because I'm playing like exactly pure. Like, I'm telling you, having non-pure world chalice monsters in my X deck would make this deck so much easier to pilot. But it's still not too terribly difficult. So I'll activate Noble Man on his face down monster, which is a Krawler. Oh. Yeah, see, it's so awesome, and like if it's flip effect, you can just look through your opponent's deck, which is like pretty good in itself right there. Okay, so now I can go into, I don't think I should go into anything. I'm just gonna enter battle. Okay, and well, at least the discovery is protecting them. If they're destroyed, I can just bring them right back, as long as they don't like destroy and banish. Even if they are, I can like bring something else back. Okay, well this is good because now I can. Oh yeah, see, specifically says one other to let you know that you can't just target itself. Anyway, might as well normal summon the Lee. Activate Lee. Yeah, I should add the God Dragon to my hand. And then I can activate a Ram. Okay, get out Lee to special summon M-Duck. And then I can go into Ningirsu. So I'll use a Ram and M-Duck. I'll put it right there. So now Ib's protecting him, so that's pretty good. Okay, so I'll activate M-Duck. I'm not gonna be able to bring out two anyway, so. And then I can special summon God Dragon. And now I get to draw two cards off of Ningirsu since I have it's pointing to 2. Yeah. Okay. Now I can activate Ningirsu. Take out his monster. Take out my God Dragon. Cool. And then, yeah, and it's perfect against the Krawlers because they can only activate their effects to special summon Krawlers when they're destroyed. Oh, they have to be face up. Yeah, they have to be face up. So that's the reason it's not able to activate its effect, because it wasn't face up. But like, even if it was face up, I would probably just like realize like, hey, like all it takes is a little bit of reading and then like being like, hey, wait a minute, I shouldn't move it. But you'll probably get it like a few times just because people don't always think to read. I mean, it's a common thing that occurs. Pretty common. I mean, you're not always thinking like, oh wait, yeah, I should look at the card to make sure I'm doing this right. Sometimes you forget. So I'm just gonna go into, I can go into another Ningirsu because his effect isn't once per turn. So I will do that. So I'll go into another Ningirsu because his effect isn't once per turn. Yeah. I'll place him right there. And then I can activate Imdark. Special summon Crown. Yeah, it wouldn't matter anyway because I can't. Okay, so I'll go ahead and target his back row. Target that. And now I'm open to just attack him directly pretty much. Okay, there you go. Good game. That's the game. Okay, so there's game right there. So I'm gonna wait on doing the duel. So I'm gonna go ahead and unlock this. I'm not sure what exactly is the right route, but I'm just gonna go and do all the duels first before I do the like the final scenario of this story. Oh, now it's Krawlers. Okay, so now, oh, I think what these are is this is basically the, or at least here, this is basically, so now I'm kind of playing as the villain. See, I was playing against the Krawlers, and now I'm playing with the Krawlers. So this is kind of like the reverse duel from, if any of you have played Legacy of the Duels, where they have those reverse duels. This is kind of like that. I'm not sure if it was always how it was, because I wasn't paying that much attention. But like, it's basically like how it is here. What makes a Krawler deck unique? Krawler monsters have special effects that activate when they are flip summoned. They also have a very handy effect that allows you to special summon 2 other Krawler monsters when one leaves the field because of an opponent's effect while face up. Krawler Link monsters can also similarly special summon 2 other Krawler monsters when destroying battle. So when you get those Link summons in, you'll be able to stick to your opponents like glue as you fight. No, I don't think so, because I think like this is like the unique one, I think, because like there's a new practice. So this is just unique to this series of events. But I still think it's pretty cool. Utilize the effects of World Legacy and Shadow to link summon X-Krawler Krawler. Okay, so and then the field spell allows me to special summon one of my Krawlers from my hand, so that's pretty cool. So now I can put in face up defense position. Now I can summon Krawler Dendrite. Now I can go into a link summon. So there you go. So I got that. And now I can special summon. I'm going to special summon Dendrite with Monster Reborn as it said. Cool. So probably need to special summon it to oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be to one that's linked to. But because I now control 2, because it counts itself as a Krawler, since I control 2 Krawlers now, all of my monsters get a little boost, and they're further boosted by the field spell. So not bad. Yeah, like, and to give you a little sneak peek at the other effects. So the other effects, if I control 4 or more, including this guy, since, or the other Link, since they count as Krawlers too, like X-Krawlers count as Krawlers. and X Krawlers are basically the links. So if I control 4 or more, my opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated during the battle phase, and controlling 6 or more allows my monsters to attack directly, which is actually, and that one's a really powerful effect, just being able to attack directly. That can usually lead to some pretty easy victories when you're just able to go directly past your opponent's monsters. So yeah, there's that. So there's a little bit of get to know the Krawlers. So not going to be able to go into this next, so I'll save that for tomorrow. But for now, I'll go ahead and say my goodbyes. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this this video, the scenarios and the duel and practice I did, and also please ring that notification bell if you want to see even more of my content when it comes out. And I'll be seeing everyone in the next one. But for those of you who would like to stay for a multi-pack opening, I will be doing that right now. Okay, so let's get right into that. I know I definitely have, I think, 2 or 3 packs I can open. Yeah, it's 2. That's still pretty good though. Okay, so 2. I'll make sure I will do a few more ranked duels so I can like have enough for another 1 or 2 in the next video as well. So here's the first pack, 2 new cards, so that's pretty nice. It got an Inzektor card and Enchanted Javelin. And then the next pack. Okay, so another 2 new ones. Dark Lucius level 6, part of the Dark Lucius little like level up package. And then Calming Magic. Oh, this is an interesting one. So it can only be activated at the start of main phase 1. During the main phase and battle phase of this turn, neither player can summon monsters. Huh. So, but you can set. Huh. So, but you can set. So, maybe decks that like are okay with like just setting their monsters that turn, it could be good for that. So like maybe like for example sub-tiers might be able to use a card like this. Oh, but no, it's of this turn. So actually that seems kind of bad. I think Heat Wave is better. I think Heat Wave is basically the same thing, except it only locks. Wait, what does Heat Wave do? I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna see what Heat Wave does, because I'm pretty sure Heat Wave is just straight up better. But here are the cards for now. So there's those 4. And then, okay, so you can let me know if you stayed for the pack opening. If you did, please let me know what your favorite card out of here was. I think Calming Magic, just because it seems like a worse version of Heat Wave. So it kind of seems like a joke card, kind of like Cold Wave to that. No, kind of like there's another card where it basically locks you from like setting cards. I think setting spells or traps or activating them, versus like a different one that doesn't allow your opponent to like set or activate spells or traps. So like it's kind of like that. So it's kind of funny as a joke card. So so I think it is called Heat Wave. So I'm gonna look it up real quick. So I'll just Okay. Yeah, here's Heat Wave. At the start of your main phase 1, neither player can normal special summon effect monsters until your next draw phase. So yeah, this one locks your opponent, locks both players down for much longer. It only affects effect monsters, unlike the other card which affects all monsters. But like, your opponent's probably not going to be special summoning a bunch during your turn anyway. Like, only a few decks kind of do that. So like, Heat Wave is just, I think, better, even if it does only affect effect monsters, because effect monster is like usually good enough against most decks. So yeah, that kind of, and like, then I know there's a Cold Wave. Yeah, see, hold on, no, L3. Wait, what? Is it not? I don't know what it's called then. So I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so that's what I was like trying to show you there. So Heat Wave versus that card. I think Heat Wave's just the better of the two. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye everyone.